Hello everyone. This piecewise function doesn't have any components that are just horizontal line segments, so that's going to make it a little trickier. However, remember, this x and this negative x actually correspond to graphs we should know. Because y equals x is just the line that looks like this when you draw it not as a piecewise function, just on its own. And y equals negative x is the line that looks like that. So one of the pieces of this graph is going to be a piece of this graph, and one of the pieces of this graph is going to be a piece of this graph, and then another piece of this graph is just going to be this middle line right here. So let's go ahead and get started on this one. All right, the first piece, just the y equals x piece, and it's only hanging out for values less than -8. Now, if you were to just draw y equals x, it would just come on trucking right through here like this, right at the origin, and just keep on going. But we only want the values of that graph that are less than -8. So we get rid of almost all of it, except for right down here where we're less than -8. And because we don't have an equal to, we need to make sure that right there, with the ordered pair, -8, -8, we have a hollow point. That actually takes care of the first piece of the graph. And let's take a look at this second piece. This is a bit of a nuisance. Y equals -1/2 x plus 2. Well, in order to get that, what I think I'll do is I think I'll plug in both a -8 and an 8. Now that's allowed to get 2 points that will help us draw the graph. If I plug a -8 in there, -8 times -1/2 is +4, plus 2 is 6. Now if I plug an 8 in there, -1/2 times 8 is -4, plus 2 is -2. But please remember, everyone, you have to pay attention when you use these endpoints of an interval to if you have an equal to or not. This equal to right here means the point at -8, 6 is going to be a solid point, and this lack of equal to here is going to mean the point at 8, -2 is going to be a hollow point. All right, so -8, 6. -8, 6. Here it is. That's the solid one. And 8, -2. That's going to be the hollow one. Little safety check here. The y-intercept is supposed to be 2, so this line should be going through this point right here. And in fact, we can safety check it even more and see that this has a slope of -1/2. So we should be going down 1 over 2, down 1 over 2. Let's see if we are. Down 1 over 2, down 1 over 2, down 1 over 2, down 1 over 2. Hey! Down 1 over 2, down 1 over 2, down 1 over 2, down 1 over 2. Bingo! We got that one just right. Quick double check. Equal to on the -8, no equal to on the 8. Solid on this end, hollow on this end. We got it. All right, let's erase some of this mess so we can do the last piece. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, last piece. Oh, you know what? We know what this looks like. If we were to draft this whole thing, and this is going to make a mess for a second, everyone, so check it out. Don't you do this right away, because I can erase much more easily than you can. This is what the line y equals -x looks like. But we just want a piece of that. We just want the piece that is greater than or equal to 8. So we don't need all of that. We're just going to need a small piece right down here. So let's go ahead and undo that mess. And we just want this piece right down here. Do we get an equal to on that? We do get an equal to on that, so we get a solid point right there. So this does have 3 pieces, just 2 of the pieces are hiding out way low. This piece down here and this piece down here aren't a very big part of it, even though they do go forever, so we just can't see a very big part of it. This red one here in the middle seems to dominate. All right, 3 pieces, we drew all 3. It really does help to know what the graph of f of x equals x and f of x equals -x, what those look like. Thanks for watching.